Bringing these investors to New Orleans was important to us because this is all about ecosystem building. Given our long history in making impact investments, mission-driven investments, we have seen the importance of making sure that folks can engage, learn from, and leverage their partners, and bringing folks to New Orleans really helps to illuminate how these systems are at play and how we might be able to leverage them for future investment opportunities.
We've brought together a group of CEOs and managing directors of companies, organizations, investment funds. We're running them through case studies and exercises and conversations, all designed to help them come out of the room with a pathway forward, getting to yes, which in this case is using racial equity as a framework for creating economic opportunity in the South.
My favorite thing about the ROI in the South program is definitely the people. Everyone in there is so committed to putting capital to work for mission and for margin, and being in the room is uplifting.
Some of the key things that I've learned through my experience with ROI in the South are just the plethora of opportunities that there actually are if you take the time to understand the communities, the efforts being done here from an economic development standpoint by entrepreneurs, and investable opportunities to actually create change. And it's just been an incredible way to learn, to meet entrepreneurs, meet fellow investors, and to share the knowledge that we have as well.
Watching problems being solved in real time by people with the authority to solve them is fantastic. And that's how impact happens, spreads, and scales.
Today, we are speaking about how we can collaborate with other investors and build capital and allow access to capital so that the people in the South can truly thrive and their children can thrive.
This fantastic networking dinner culminates 13 months of a deep dive around how can we collectively drive more capital into the U.S. South.
This is a major American city. It's time for the investment that has been long overdue to be made in those organizations, those projects, and those initiatives that we know will transform communities and provide the racial equity investments that are needed.
We have to move the needle. And by moving the needle, we need great groups and organizations to see us as businesses, to see us as nonprofits, to see us as working in the community, to help spread and to do for the least of these. For us, our mission is to be able to impact. It's all about making a difference.
Investors should be thinking about communities in the South like New Orleans and Atlanta. These are growth markets. These are markets where there's so much uncultivated talent across every profession and every industry, and they just need access to opportunity, access to education, and access to capital to unlock the value. And when invested in these communities, there is an opportunity to have outsized returns given the hunger and the energy and the talent in these communities that still needs to be further cultivated.
The GDP in the United States in the Northeast just went under the rising GDP from the South. That's according to Bloomberg. 1 out of every 3 seed venture capital deals today are done in the South. Some people say the South is next, but I say the South is now.